scary.
Can someone hold the cat?
The dog wants to go. Look how big the tails get. They get so big when they get
I think the cat might need to go, y'all. I think the dog's
Yeah, the cat is very
miserable.
stressed.
The cat's pretty miserable. We don't want to traumatize it.
take care of
They
it.
said to climb about it.
Our case study is called Spike and Biscuit, rebrand for the Charleston Animal Society. And my name is Ariel.
I'm Abby.
I'm Jackie.
I'm Molly.
And this is our friend Spike.
Spike.
And Biscuit's currently at Here's a brief overview of the case study of the Charleston Animal Society. The John Ankrum Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Animals had troubles with finding name recognition and poor community. They had a very poor community profile. Raul Murdy really helped redefine the image of the company and raise community awareness. They created a fun and interactive campaign between a cat and a dog, and the main focus was to really increase visitation, boost the adoptions, and to really raise awareness to the importance of neutering and spaying. Raul Marty helped to really define the mission and the new location for the Charleston Animal Society. Here's a picture of the old center, which was very small. And here's the new center, which made it less overcrowding and more available for the animals. The John Ankrum Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Animals planned to open its $11 million facility, but was still having trouble really being known to the public of South Carolina. Raul Marty generously devoted his time to the success of the center. He really cared about the company and its success, so he made a pro bono campaign that not only changed the center's name, but also the overall image inside and out. And that's a picture of the center and the inside now.
For the research, before they could actually start building the campaign, they really had to research why the Charleston community didn't adopt from and didn't use their services. So for the primary research, they interviewed about 100 people on the street, different citizens from the Charleston area, and they also targeted veterinarians and pet store owners just to see kind of why they either didn't know about them or just didn't use them. For the secondary research, they wanted to find out actual opinions and non-biased opinions, so they searched local message boards on the internet for different topics that pertain to them and the services that they provide. And they also looked to the Charleston Animal Society at different comment cards from previous customers and historical data on different statistics that they drew. And the results, they really didn't surprise them. They found out that a lot of citizens didn't know who they were. As you can tell, their facility wasn't big and grand, and so boosting that new facility really helped them. A lot of people also thought it was a rundown kill shelter, such like the Pound, which is actually totally untrue, and even it was untrue before they started the rebranding. It was actually, the Charleston Animal Society is actually a shelter for all animals, and they keep them there until they're adopted or they pass away naturally. And so this was one of their main goals that they really wanted to come across through their communication objectives. Okay. And once they completed the research phase, it was time to get into the planning phase of it. And join our newspaper. It was really clear what business goals they wanted to set and communication objectives they wanted to set on how to fulfill their business goals. And one of their main objectives that they wanted to come across in the campaign was to put a positive light out, a positive aura around the campaign, instead of using that, guilt trip, sad commercials and things like that. So we have a question. What singer is known for playing during the animal cruelty prevention commercials? A, B, or C? Kirsty, I saw your hand first. Perfect. You gotta be Candy. And you can pet the dog. And we have a video. It's not there? Oh, it went away. Anyway. Okay, so for the business goals, they really wanted to establish themselves some great credibility with the community. And one of their ways was to establish different communication goals. And also one of the main business goals, like Ariel said earlier, was to boost the number of pet adoptions and also promote education about spaying and neutering their, your friendly pets. After the business goals, they really wanted to follow through with the communication objectives to make the campaign succeed and to really try to, boost the morale of the facility and to get the community really aware of the different topics and tactics that they were using. The main objective was changing the name of it because the John Ankrum Society for the Prevention of the Cruelty of Animals, it takes you like 10 minutes to say it. So they decided that the Charleston Animal Society was a lot better and a lot catchier and a lot easier, to pronounce. So they changed it and it seems to work great. Also, and they also use it to create a more identifiable brand, throughout the community. And this is also one thing, how they really structured their campaign was around the name change. And they also identified through their research and business objectives, they also identified their target audience, which was pet store owners, pet adopters, veterinarians, and other pet lovers around the community. And after they created the communication objectives, they finally found a way to sit down and create the different PR objectives for the campaign. I'm going to tell you 3 of them. There was a whole list, but these were the 3 main that we chose. They scheduled different speaking engagements for the community around the campaign, which had a political theme because it was during the election year, and that's why we had 2 candidates, Spike the dog and Biscuit the cat, and they voted. So there was really a lot of communal engagement, and that was really exciting for a lot of people. They planned a huge grand opening event for their huge facility that we just showed y'all, and they also started creating key relationships with different pet-related businesses around the community to really help, create future relationships and different, liaisons for different services around the community. They also created 4 strategic elements that basically served as a basis for the PR objectives, and they wanted to, like I said earlier, surround their campaign with a positive emotion instead of this negative emotion and really trying to bring down the community saying, oh, they're just going to guilt trip me again to spending, $25 to donate to this cat. And then they also wanted to boost their website viewing. If you go on their website viewing now, it's real edgy, it's real cool. They have different education tabs and different tabs for who's up for adoption, either cats or dogs or different things like that, and how they really care for their pets and their mission, which is also really important.
So in late 2007 and early 2008, the presidential candidates in the primaries transfixed Charleston. And so in the midst of all of this, the rebranding campaign was launched. The tongue-in-cheek campaign offered up 2 candidates for president of the Charleston Animal Society, Spike the dog and Biscuit the cat, who were both successfully adopted. They are alumni of the Charleston Animal Society. And the intensive 4-month public relations campaign served up a political race that mimicked and spoofed real storylines that are happening in the national headlines. So through the combination of public relations, community relations, paid media, and grassroots strategy, the word spread quickly about this relation. And weekly updates from each campaign announced key endorsements, introduced new campaign commercials, and sometimes even alleged dirty tactics.